Top Notch family, what is going on? In today's video, we are going to be talking about this one team that no one's talking about. And to be honest with you guys, they have a really good chance of winning an NBA championship. They had a very solid free agency. They brought in a new head coach who's already a champion, who already beat them in the finals a few years ago. They still got a big three over there who I think they want to prove a lot of people wrong, especially after a very disappointing postseason. And there's just much more to talk about. And I know you're wondering, what team are you talking about? Well, guys, when we get into the video, before we do that, if y'all enjoy NBA content, we upload every other day. So smash that subscribe button, turn on notifications, drop a like. I appreciate you guys so much. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers. Now, we're going to be talking about the Phoenix Suns. Now on the screen, I am going to be showing y'all the new projected rotation entering next season. Now, as y'all see, the new starting point guard, Tyus Jones. Yes, this is huge right here. And this is changing everything for the Phoenix Suns. Literally changing everything, right? The Suns always needed a point guard. They always need a point guard. If you want to be a competitive team, you need a playmaker on your team that can get your players involved. Your star players, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. When they had Chris Paul and it was Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, there's a reason why they made it to the playoffs. Well, made it to the finals. One, they had good coaching. But two, they had a solid rotation coming off the bench. But three, they had a legit point guard on your team. It always makes the job easier on the offensive end. So adding a player like Tyus Jones, who brings it on the offensive end, which they got to steal. They pretty much got to steal. And that's because of the new CBA. And we're gonna come back to the screen, but I just want to show y'all Tyus Jones numbers real quick, okay? Because I don't think people realize how good this dude was. Even with the Memphis Grizzlies, he was still pretty good, right? I mean, Memphis Grizzlies played 80 games. Look, the last couple years, he was just amazing, especially when Ja Morant went out. 10 points a game, 43% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, 5.2 assists. But the season before, well, this season I just passed by with the Washington Wizards, 12 points a game, 48% from the field, almost shooting 50% from the field is absolutely crazy. Shooting 41% from the three-point line, 2.7 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. That's amazing. Now, if we want to go more in depth and details and, show a little bit more, we can do that too. So don't mind these ads right here. So look, as y'all see, three-point attempts, he had about 4, and he shot 41%. It's not a crazy, but that's still amazing. Shoot 48% for the field, 10 field goals attempted. Look at it. Look at his turnovers. 1 turnover per game, but look at his assists, 7.3. This dude's assist to turnover ratio is absolutely insane. So this is a dude that they're getting on a 1-year, $3.3 million deal. A vet minimum to have as your starting point guard is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And not only that, the dude already has playoff experience because, like I said, he played for the Memphis Grizzlies when Ja Morant was out and played pretty good, right? So going back to that, right? So now you got your new starting guard, right? You got Devin Booker, who is a superstar player in this league, who I think, didn't have the greatest season last year. And that happens. When you have a new big three, you have a bunch of stuff around you that's new, you got to kind of get used to the system and this and that, even though he's been there forever, but it's still different, right? So you still got Devin Booker over there. You still got Bradley Beal. Now, Bradley Beal, we'll talk about that later in the video. Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Jusuf Nurkic. Now, I know a lot of Suns fans want to trade Jusuf Nurkic and stuff like that, but I still think he's a valuable center in this league, and I still think he helps them out. So now that's probably, a projected lineup that they are going to do. But the things that stand out to me the most is that their second unit. They literally struggled with their second unit last year. It was probably one of the worst second units ever. Literally, the worst. Because, what they did was after trading for Bradley Beal, they had no money to spend. So their bench, they're relying on players that, is just not going to get the job done. Look at this. So this is the postseason. So you got your starting lineup. Booker, Beal, okay, so you're relying on washed up Eric Gordon, only averaged about 8 points a game. Now you're relying on Drew Eubanks, who is freaking terrible. And then you got Royce O'Neal, who was solid. Grayson Allen was injured and stuff like that. But Josh Okogie, Nazir Little, Bol, who should have played more but didn't. This is their second lineup. That's their second. So this is already improved, right? So now you finally got a playmaker, right? You finally got a improved second unit, 100% improved second unit. So we can go back to the screen that I was just showing now, right? This is 100% improved, right? So Monte Morris, a starting guard in this league, for the Wizards, for the Denver Nuggets. I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not saying he's a star, but he's a valuable role player, right? You got Grayson Allen, who's probably going to go to the bench, whatever they do with him. Whoever goes to the bench, Tyus, Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen had an incredible year last year. A credible season. Great three-point percentage. There's a reason why they locked him up, right? Then you have a player like Royce O'Neal who does everything for you. A nice 3-and-D guy that they locked up. Now with a new head coach and Budenholzer, Bobo is back, right? Mason Plumlee is 10 times better than Drew Eubanks. Bobo with playing, if he's actually playing, getting minutes, he actually shows some spurts, when he was playing. Then you got Royce and like this second unit and with your starters is very, very good. Like this team can go really 9 to 10 deep. And then also they got their rookies, Ryan Dunn. Phoenix has well-rounded group with Jones signing for only $3.3 million. So I love their rotation. This is another year of gaining chemistry with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. Now you're adding Tyus Jones. And he came early enough. It wasn't like a mid-season trade or anything like that. You get to see him full during the offseason training camp heading into the year. So they're going to have all that set up. And then also they got Mike Budenholzer, who is a very, very good coach. Let's just be honest with you, right? He beat the Phoenix Suns in a championship, I believe, in 2021. And, we can just, show it on the screen real quick because I know a lot of people discredit him after the last season with the Bucks. And, he was going through some stuff, I'm not going to lie. But after a lengthy career, 213, 197 in 5 seasons in Atlanta, before going to a 271 and 120 in 5 seasons with the Bucks. Like, it's really just simple as that. When he went to that Bucks, he led this team to finals, beating the Suns. He's just such a good coach. He knows what he's doing. So I love the signing. I love that the Phoenix Suns have a nice rotation coming off the bench because you desperately need that. You finally got a point guard on your team and stuff like that. So I expect a lot from this Phoenix Suns team. I mean, we can look at the NBA standings. I mean, this was bad. Like last year, it just wasn't good. They made it 6th seed. They made it to the 6th seed, but they struggled. Like they were fighting to get to that 6th seed. So that's like, look at this right here. Like, I mean, this is pretty unacceptable. 49 and 33, 29 and 23 in the conference, 99 in division. So they were 500 at home. They were solid. On the road, they were solid. They did finish the season out strong, but when you're going against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round, that's just not a matchup that you really want to see. So, like I said, I expect a lot. And I just want to show you one more thing going back into last year about how bad this team really was, man. Because, look, so when you look at the Suns, look at this. As you see on the screen right here, the Phoenix Suns averaged 26 points a game coming off their bench. That's not great. Like, it's really just not great at all, right? And then you got their team rankings. Offensive rating, they were ranked about 10th. The defense rating was around 13th. Net rating was about 9, and 3-point percentage was about 5th. That's cool. But for you to win the championship and for you to actually compete, you got to at least be a top 5 around there. And they were not top 5 in any category besides shooting. So I expect that to change a lot next year. I'm super excited about the Phoenix Suns. So let me know what you guys think about this and follow for more NBA content. Peace.